Boosting protein in your diet without sacrificing other essential nutrients is not only possible, it can actually be a deeply satisfying, nourishing, and holistic shift in the way we approach food. While the current culture may often suggest that getting more protein means resorting to powders, bars, or prepackaged snacks, the truth is that building a protein-rich, well-rounded diet can be both simple and enjoyable when approached from a whole foods perspective. Rather than obsessing over numbers and labels, the key lies in diversity, balance, and thoughtful choices that elevate the overall nutritional profile of your meals. There's a lot to appreciate about the role protein plays in our health. It's essential for maintaining muscle mass, producing hormones, supporting the immune system, and ensuring the integrity of our skin, nails, and hair. It's the building block of our bodies, and that's reason enough to ensure we're getting enough. But more doesn't always mean better, especially when more comes in the form of processed or artificial options. The real opportunity lies in making smarter, more nutrient-dense choices that increase protein intake while also giving your body the fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants it needs to function at its best. For many people, a great starting point is beans. They're inexpensive, versatile, easy to store, and incredibly nutritious. Unlike most processed protein products, beans don't come with a side of excessive sodium or artificial ingredients. They naturally offer not only protein, but also complex carbohydrates and, crucially, fiber, a nutrient that most Americans are actually deficient in. This means beans do more than just build muscle. They help regulate digestion, support gut health, and contribute to long-term cardiovascular stability. A bean-based chili, a hearty lentil soup, or a Mediterranean-style bean salad isn't just good for your protein goals. It's a wholesome, satisfying meal in itself. Whole grains are another often overlooked powerhouse. Grains like quinoa, oats, barley, buckwheat, and millet contain significantly more protein than most people assume, especially when you consider their serving sizes and how easily they blend into everyday meals. And unlike refined grain products, whole grains retain all three parts of the grain kernel: the bran, germ, and endosperm, giving them a more complete nutritional profile. That means every bowl of steel-cut oats or slice of whole grain bread delivers not just protein, but vitamins, magnesium, and sustained energy. These foods aren't merely fillers, they're foundational. Of course, not everyone is ready to give up animal products, and they don't need to, but there's wisdom in moderation. Reducing meat consumption while exploring plant-based alternatives doesn't have to feel restrictive. It can actually be quite liberating. Swapping half the ground beef in your favorite recipe with lentils or mushrooms not only cuts down on saturated fat and environmental impact, it introduces new flavors and textures. Tofu and tempeh, both derived from soy, offer complete protein profiles and can be grilled, sautéed, or marinated in countless ways. These ingredients are more than just meat substitutes. They're culinary assets in their own right. Nuts and seeds are another area where plant-based nutrition shines. Yes, they're high in fat, but it's the kind of fat your body craves. Heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and sunflower seeds all bring protein to the table alongside essential fatty acids, vitamin E, selenium, and other micronutrients. When sprinkled on top of salads, blended into smoothies, or used to create homemade energy bites, nuts and seeds transform a simple snack into something both nourishing and delicious. Even a spoonful of natural peanut butter can be a perfect addition to oatmeal or whole grain toast, offering both comfort and nutrition in a single bite. And then there's soy, a true superstar of the plant world. Not only is it one of the few complete plant proteins, it's also an incredibly flexible ingredient that fits seamlessly into countless dishes. Tofu takes on the flavor of whatever it's cooked with, making it ideal for stir-fries, scrambles, or even desserts. Edamame is a satisfying snack that delivers protein, fiber, and a sense of fullness. Tempeh, with its firm texture and nutty flavor, works beautifully in savory recipes from curries to sandwiches. These soy-based foods also come with a bonus. They're rich in isoflavones and other compounds that may support hormonal balance and reduce inflammation. What makes this approach to protein so encouraging is that it doesn't require giving anything up. It invites you to add more. More color, more texture, more flavors, more nutrients. It's about upgrading your meals rather than restricting them, and in doing so, achieving a fuller spectrum of health benefits. When we shift the conversation away from fear-based eating and toward empowerment through variety and intention, we move toward a diet that's both deeply satisfying and sustainable. Protein remains an essential nutrient, but it shouldn't overshadow the value of balance. When you prioritize whole, nutrient-rich foods, plants, grains, legumes, seeds, and yes, lean meats in moderation, you allow your diet to work synergistically. You don't just build muscle or feel full longer. You support your heart, your brain, your gut, and your long-term vitality. So rather than chasing ever higher protein numbers through packaged powders and artificially enhanced snacks, consider this. You already have everything you need in the most natural, delicious, and nourishing forms. It's not about adding more. It's about adding better.